Hello and welcome back to the channel and to Tavern Manager Simulator. This is episode 4 and we are playing through in real time. We'll just serve this gentleman here and have a quick chat. Let's get our reputation up. So I did have a little bit of a coughing fit at the start of the episode, so sorry I haven't captured it right from opening up, but that is what we aim to do in each episode, is finish the day ready to start the new one. So we started with 15 pints, 15 fresh tankards. Oh, so we do have a bar now for... So it looks like it's starting to go orange, which means that we've got to serve the customers, presumably, before that runs out. So yes, sorry, I started the video opening up the One-Eyed Dragon for business today, and had a bit of a coughing fit, and in the meantime I had customers waiting, so yeah, I jumped straight in. But other than that, you haven't missed anything. So as I say, this is episode 4. We started the day with an upgraded tavern, so we have 20 tankards, we had 15 pints. He's drinking a bit over there, so let's get another pint for him. We'll make a few. Okay, so we'll quit while we're ahead there with 3 perfect pints. Just to recap, if we pour the perfect pint, then we increase our chances of getting a tip. So we can press triangle to put them back down so that we can collect the empties. Make space for new patrons come along. We can't actually take the empties while there's someone still drinking. We've not got to the point yet where we've had to ask anybody to leave, which is one of the dialogue options. So we're going to put these in the wash out here. We filled up our water bowl so that we don't have to go to the well mid-service. So the game in general, nicely paced, nice art style. I'm really enjoying it. And things did get a little bit manic in the last video, but we managed to get ourselves back on track. We got 2 pints needed over there. They're already pre-poured, so we're looking good. Now I don't know whether the beer spoils if you just leave it out indefinitely. So we got various bits of dialogue there. I'm just skipping through them at the moment so we can concentrate on the service. We've got some muddy footprints there, so let's give the floor a wipe. Whoops, wrong one. And then in terms of other mechanics, to pour a pint, we have to hold down the X button. If we are in the yellow bar, which is a very generous bar, then we pour a good pint. If we want to strive for perfection, then it's a slightly less forgiving yellow bar at the top. That gives us a chance to earn a tip. If you pour a bad pint, then you'll create a bit of spillage on the floor. And you'll also lose some reputation, which is not good, because reputation is the name of the game here, to be able to open up the development options. Looking alright for the moment. We're going to do a bit of washing up here. So each time we do this, I think we wash 2 of the tankards. The blue circle shows us how much water we have left. So once they're washed, they're going to go back into the pile here, the usable pile. That means we've got 2 tankards here to put into the wash. Put those in. And we'll do the same here. We'll wash those up. Perfect. We are now up to 251 gold coins. Make that 261. So we're looking good. In terms of the taskbar, why are they not coming in? Oh, this old lady last time wanted coins. So you have special characters that require different things. So it's basically a beggar. And I don't know. We'll see when she comes in what kind of... beggar at the entrance. Okay, sausage. It didn't come up on the heads-up display there, so I was just waiting to see what it is she might like. There we go. I need to speak to this lady. Would you give me a coin? Is that plus 50? Okay, so it cost us 15 gold coins, but we got 50 reputation. That seems like a good trade-off. So where was I? Yeah, so in terms of the task bar over in the right there, it's prompted us to buy a new tavern level. And the reason that I'm not doing that is within each of those levels, there's different things that you can unlock. So you could kind of end up expanding the tavern and miss out on some key elements of it. And actually, as you can see, the footfall that we've got at the moment doesn't really warrant creating more and more spaces. And we would probably need... Hi there. Yeah, we'd probably need a helper. So it looks like that is unlocked at a little bit of a later date. We also have, at this point, a toilet. It's like there's someone in there at the moment, but there's also a mechanic there. So there's... We don't want to... yeah, there's also... That was some nice sound effects. There's also a mechanic there where you got to time button presses to hit the green spot 3 times to be able to clean the toilet, otherwise you get a damaged reputation. So that's where we're up to at the moment. We want to have a look around, keep things clean. The main footfall is during the day. You can see that it's a little bit quieter now. So our cycle is going to be to do all our prep stuff in the evenings and maximise our sales throughout the day. Got a lot of coins. So pour a pint. We'll just do 1 for now. So hold down the X button. Well, that was not the best, but it's still a good pint. So we'll still get 10 gold coins for this one. So as you can see up there, we will get paid 10 gold coins for a pint of ale, 10 gold coins for a sausage. And if we try and pour the perfect pint, then we fail and pour a bad one, then rather than ruin your reputation, you can go and chuck it in the bin back here. As we unlock the tavern, we essentially uncover what's underneath here or get rid of it. So earlier on in the playthrough, we had to get cloths just because there's a lot of damaged stuff around the tavern. It's another satisfied customer. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, and so I think what we'll do is we'll go and shut the tavern first. So we do that via this sign here, it says. So we are now closed so that I can talk about the game in a little bit more detail. I hope you've been able to follow me through the episodes. Everything is already clean, that's not because we've not put it in there. Because we have been playing in real time from the start, and there's some useful early game tips there for you to enjoy. So do please go and check those out. If you're enjoying them, then pop that in the comments, or just a thumbs up. Lets me know that you're enjoying the content. So let's see how we're set up. The sausages have been selling well, so we can store up to 10. We currently have 4, we have 7 pints, and we want 20. So let's go and stock up for the day ahead. So we can head over to delivery, to resources, and we wanted 4 sausages, and was it 12 or is it 13? I can't remember. Let's get 12 just to make sure. Well, actually, let's get 13. And then the delivery cart will be winging its way to us. Excuse me. And I suppose what we could do for this video is we'll go and have another wander around the environment outside of the tavern. We'll just get some water whilst we're here. So we can hold down the X button to fill up a bucket of water. Oops. So that we can put that into our sink here. Beautiful. We'll get our deliveries, which we grab here, and we put them into the warehouse. Okay. We then have 20 pints, 20 tankards. We have 4 sausages. Hold down the X button to put those up on the hooks. Beautiful. We are now all set up for the day ahead. So let's have a little look at what we can unlock. So the book here is where we place our orders. Tavern shows us the time of day, our reputation level. So we're working our way through level 4 there. And we have 201 gold coins. If we move over to improvement, you can see what I was referring to before. So the game is asking us to then unlock Tavern level 4, which would cost us 250 gold coins, which we don't have at the moment, but we haven't yet unlocked all these different things. Whoops, press the wrong button there. Right. So on improvement, we can still get a table for leftovers. We can increase our warehouse capacity. Also a pan, although we can't cook anything just at the moment. A water supply. So that looks like we get... Is that a bigger barrel? Might be a bigger barrel. And we won't go through all of these, but then over to level 4, once we've unlocked that, then we can get a helper. So it looks like that's going to be someone that washes the dishes for us. We can increase the number of hooks for sausages. A price regulator. Looks like we can then set our prices. A boiler. Cleaning a doormat at the entrance stops muddy footprints. Nice. And boiler level 2. So we won't go through all of them, but you can see what I was referring to there is the game itself will want us to progress through the tavern levels so that we can see all of the different mechanics. In delivery, we probably saw there that we've got our resources, which are currently ale and sausage, and we can press R1 to increase the number that we're buying, L1 to reduce it. Furniture, we can currently unlock a table for 2, which is a reasonable 35 gold coins, and a table for 4, which is 65. But at the moment, we're not filling the seats that we've got, so I'm not going to spend money on that just at the moment. And then decorations, we have a cactus, a horseshoe, mirrors, a picture, wall hanger, empty shelves, wooden cabinet, wooden hanger. What do we have? we go over to 2, so we've got more decorations there. A wood snake year set, so we can get a kumquat tree as well. So as you probably saw on the improvement tab there, we just go across. We can progress all the way to level 16, so it looks like there's a few hours of gameplay to enjoy here. And I expect that as we go along, it's going to get a little bit more challenging because we're going to have the guests with different demands. So to get back, oh, we've got a dirty toilet there. It's prompting us, so let's go and do that. And I'll show you that mechanic. Okay. Oh. So we've got to stop the bar on the green one 3 times. There we go, we have a clean toilet. So in order to get back on track with our fresh new day per episode, I'm going to end this particular episode here, and we'll start the next day by opening up the one-eyed dragon for business. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and you can stick with me. If you haven't watched the early videos, then they're all numbered, and I'll see you in the next one.